everyone, I'm Rosie.
And I'm Carl.
And we are Flying Fluskey.
And we can you and me together. And we can you and me forever.
Good morning on day 7. We are in Lucerne. It's 7 o'clock, as you can hear. And we've just left to go and catch the Pilatus Railway. And we've come into the most beautiful sunset.
Sunrise, even.
Sunrise.
As it was quiet, we took the opportunity to explore the Chapel Bridge. This is the oldest covered wooden bridge in Europe and has some amazing paintings from the 1600s. Most have been restored, but there are definitely hints of the originals. This area is normally thronged with tourists, so seeing it first thing in the morning was definitely a good idea. It was a 15-minute leisurely walk to the station where we hopped on the train that took us around the lake and to the base of the Pilatus mountain. Alright, we've got our tickets and we are ready. Oh, hey.
In der stärksten Zahnradbahn der Welt. Zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit bleiben Sie während der Fahrt bitte auf Ihren Sitzplätzen. Ich wünsche eine angenehme Fahrt. Dear guests, I welcome you in the steepest Cogwheel railway in the world. For your own safety, please remain seated while we're driving. I wish you a pleasant journey.
So in case you didn't catch that, this is the Pilatus Railway or Pilatusbahn, and it is the steepest rack railway in the world with a maximum gradient of 48%. The line opened in 1889 and then, as now, it takes about 30 minutes to head up the Cogwheel tracks. There are some amazing views, especially if you're facing backwards. The glass roof really gives you a panoramic view.
This is what they're talking about when they say 48% gradient. So steep mountain.
Once we reached the visitor centre at the top, we spent a few minutes getting our bearings and deciding what we wanted to do. As ever, I was in entirely the wrong footwear, but decided that one of the hikes just had to happen.
We've decided to take the walk to Tomlishorn, which in theory should be 35 minutes. But as you can tell, I'm already out of breath, so let's see how we go. Slightly dying, but we made it. It's incredible. Okay, we've had our chance to get our breath back a little bit. And Car's busy taking some photos on the Insta360 because, as you can see, these views are pretty impressive all the way around. First, what do you think of the view?
It's alright, isn't it? Considering it's only 7,000 feet, or what's that, 2,100 meters or something, it's an incredible view, isn't it? You can see all these peaks to the south, all these lakes. There's 3 or 4 lakes, and then for miles over this way it's so flat, and we're clearly above the clouds.
We got some snow. Now we feel like we're in Switzerland.
If you're enjoying this video, then please hit the like button, give us a subscribe, and don't forget to ding the bell so you're notified of our future videos.
We see anything we recognize. Is that the bridge? Yeah. Which means we're staying there. That's the station. Beautiful views of Lucerne.
We're at Mount Pilatus on the Dragon Walk, which is carved out of the side of the cliff. This is because there's a myth about a dragon being up here. And of course every mountain needs a myth, a mythical creature who haunts or roams the area.
Cutest little church. Although how you get there to worship, I do not know.
Down or up?
Maybe you just have to leap from the cable car.
Back at the visitor centre, we found this room that was all about the dragon. It was definitely meant for kids, but we really enjoyed it.
Come to the myth in the foyer, which had some fun interactive screens. Oof, too many fireballs. So we're going up by the Cog Railway, and we are going down by cable car.
The Dragon Ride, this large gondola, takes people down from the summit to Fräkmüntegg in about 3.5 minutes. It's quite speedy. When you're buying your tickets to Pilatus, you can choose to just take the train, just take the gondolas, or like we have, do a mixture of both. And this is why we wanted to stop in Fräkmüntegg and do the Fräkigaudi, I might be saying that wrong, toboggan run. This is the longest mountain coaster or summer toboggan in Switzerland.
Okay. Okay, quite far down used to be.
Do be aware that it's a pretty steep walk up to the beginning of it, but it's only 9 francs to take part, and for Switzerland, that's not bad. This was stupidly fun, but I was really annoyed. I caught up to the guy in front of me about halfway down, and he was going so slowly. Happily, you do not have to take your toboggan all the way up to the top yourself. They drag you up on another little pulley system, which actually gives you a lovely chance to enjoy the view.
Getting dragged back up. We've been in Fräkmüntegg, did you say it was?
Yep.
For about an hour and a half or so. We just did the mountain coaster stroke summer toboggan.
One of Switzerland's longest summer toboggan.
And it was super duper fun. If we take a spin, up there is Pilatus, where we were earlier. And then over here is the most beautiful view. And don't we love a bit of gentle adventure with a view like that?
Yeah, there's zip lining going on, there's tree walking? Walking between trees.
Like an adventure road course. Let's call it that. Lots of people doing hiking from here, and somewhere there's a big double person zip line. But we haven't seen that, so that must be on the other side. But for us, our time is up, and we're gonna go on the smaller cable car.
These panoramic gondolas go much slower than the big one that we were on before, and they're very calm. At one point, there was no noise but some cowbells in the distance. How Swiss.
This is the Swiss Transport Museum, and it's dedicated to land, sea, or probably lakes and air, and even space apparently. So let's head on in and see what we can find. Okay, so this place is absolutely bonkers. We've seen kids getting their actual cycle proficiency. Like hand cranked water pistol games, a little work site with kids in hard hats.
Oh my goodness. They have a the fire engine over there. You know how they cut the roofs off cars?
Yeah.
They're making people use the tool to pick up a paper cup, a plastic cup,
What the devil?
to test how delicate they can be.
This is like the most practical museum I think I've ever seen. Okay, so I think it's a special day for emergency services here. Did you say it was like
An
emergency?
emergency days thing. For example,
But this
car
is
crash.
great fun.
It's like one of those ones that Queen Princess Elizabeth went on to Africa and came back.
We're in the aviation and space section, and Carl's managed to get through maybe 3 exhibits, and there are maybe 100. We have a Too Good To Go to pick up at about 4:45, so I might just have to leave him here. So there are those that can pack light, and there are those who can't. Oh, it's huge. For anyone wondering about the screaming, there is a thing where you get to pretend to be a piece of luggage, and it ends in a slide. So there's a lot of kiddywinks screaming. Nah.
What?
Okay. I'll take that seat. Thank you. So seeing as we are on a Swiss train trip, we figured we better come and see the trains. We've just seen all about the Gotthard tunnel, which we took last year during our interrailing trip down from Zurich to Ticino. Look at these gorgeous old beauties. I was saying it's a shame there aren't actually more steam trains left, because I feel like people would pay top dollar to be pulled by one of these. Every one of these you see in the wild is so beautifully maintained that I think we forget that they are covered in soot and coal most of the time. And I have to say, one of the best moments of my life was pulling the whistle in Victoria Falls. Ah! We've been on one of the modern ones of these when we were in Montreux last year. This is the old steam carriage of the funicular we took earlier to go to Pilatus. So cute. Just spotted that there is a boat back to the centre of Lucerne. So although the bus takes 8 minutes and this takes 10 to 12, I think we're going to hop on board because the view is rather lovely. What are you munching? This is our Too Good To Go today from another bakery. So we got some muesli, a pretzel, some bread, and a roll, which is either chocolate or sausage. We'll find out. Turns out this was sweet kind of nut paste roll.
but we did think it was sausage for a second and got excited.
I love that the boats are included on the Swiss Travel Pass. It's so much more relaxing than being on a bus, and I don't know, there's something about being on the water that always makes me feel like we're really on holiday. Yes, we were playing Titanic.
I don't know if you can see this. The water is clear. What do I mean?
Hotel. It is Chateau.
Yeah, Chateau Couch Hotel.
And took a few quick snaps of Carl in his Grand Tour of Switzerland side. I was a little bit heartbroken because they said they might be able to work with us in the future when it's not a weekend, and it's like a proper castle up there. It's really beautiful. And now I have FOMO. But we are in their lift, and this is what it looks like.
This is their fancy funicular.
Oh, that's mostly me. So this lift is owned by the hotel, I think. And that is why it's like a mini sauna. Lots of bats flying around, presumably picking off all those lovely early evening mosquitoes hanging around the water. Wow. We can barely see them, but the camera seems to be doing a slightly better job.
Oh, that one. I felt that one.
Are you going to turn into a vampire now? Just spotted over there Boutique Hotel Carl. Can't believe we're not booked in there.